Greetings to all the viewers. Now the session is going to discuss regarding the named reaction called Cannizzaro reaction. So it is a part of organic named reactions. We already conducted series of sessions based on organic named reactions. All are available at the channel called World of Competitive Chemistry. Not only this named reactions, natural products, reaction mechanism, so many kind of other topics also taken care about, and academia, research, competitive examination perspective of chemistry is available at the channel called World of Competitive Chemistry. So here conceptual representation, bit point, examination point of view, all things you can grab from that channel, so that you can subscribe and share with your friends. Watch regularly World of Competitive Chemistry. The concepts what we are going to discuss is taken from textbook of organic named reactions, that is AI powered textbook, which is written by Dr. Kavita Kothireddy Kota, right? So now the concept regarding Cannizzaro reaction. Let me introduce Cannizzaro reaction here. Cannizzaro reaction definition is manifested over here. Redox disproportionation. It is the kind of redox. Redox is nothing but there is a possibility of alternative oxidation reduction. So that means oxidation reduction if taken place simultaneously within the same one, that is said to be redox. Disproportionation means for the compound, the same compound is participating in the oxidation and the reduction as well, that is said to be a disproportionation. So redox disproportionation of non-enolizable aldehydes. Aldehydes without alpha hydrogen is the criteria for this Cannizzaro reaction. If alpha hydrogen present, that will move on to aldol condensation. If alpha hydrogen is absent, then you can perform this Cannizzaro reaction, right? Here the requisite catalyst will be concentrated base, either sodium hydroxide or else potassium hydroxide can be treated, so that Cannizzaro reaction will be accomplished. One molecule of aldehyde get oxidized into carboxylate, in turn converted into carboxylic acid by protonation. Another molecule will be reduced, that is alcohol form. So here the same aldehyde if treated with a strong base like either sodium hydroxide or else potassium hydroxide, the aldehyde will be, one of the aldehyde will be transformed into carboxylic acid finally. Another aldehyde is converted into alcohol. This is the way the reaction is accompanied by the redox. Oxidation reduction within the same reaction taking place. Moreover, same compound is participating, hence you can designate as a disproportionation as well. Cannizzaro reaction schematic representation is given. Chemical equation, balanced chemical equation is manifested over here. I am taking 2 moles of aldehydic compound treated with sodium hydroxide under acidic aquatic conditions. The acidic aquatic condition is another requisite condition over there, so that here one of the reduced form called alcohol you can notice. How can we say reduced form? Though here oxygen represented as same, but oxygen if added with hydrogen, that is said to be reduced form, right? And in another case this aldehyde is transformed into carboxylic acid, that means higher oxidation compound is generated. This is the way, one is alcohol, one is carboxylic acid within the same reaction starting with the same aldehydic compound is said to be Cannizzaro reaction. In order to manifest the example pertaining to Cannizzaro reaction, I am taking benzaldehyde as a reference. Benzaldehyde subjected to alkaline sodium hydroxide catalyst, and aquatic acid catalyst is also added further in the step number 2, so that benzoic acid is one of the product, benzyl alcohol will be the another product. This is said to be disproportionation. This is said to be redox reaction. This is said to be lack of alpha hydrogen containing reaction, right? How can we say alpha hydrogens are not there? Because if you are considering this carbonylic functionality, with respect to carbonylic functionality, adjacent carbon is not there. So hydrogen located upon this one, not adjacent carbon atom, so that it is not regarded as alpha hydrogen. Rather, this side also you can notice the carbon, but this carbon is having one 2, 3, 4 bonds. Already tetravalency got satisfied, so that you can't find hydrogens over this carbon atom, aromatic carbon atom. That is the reason why benzaldehyde is the typical example for the compound without alpha hydrogens. So that Cannizzaro reaction favored with that lack of alpha hydrogen containing carbonyl compound manifested for the redox reaction, giving rise to carboxylic acid and corresponding alcohol as well. Mixture of products will be generated by means of Cannizzaro reaction. Let me go for its reaction mechanism. How could you achieve the mixture of products over here? In order to understand the mechanism, let me start with the aldehyde. Aldehyde must be treated with a strong base like hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, if treated, that dissociated into hydroxide and sodium cation. Hydroxide having nucleophilicity over the oxygen atom, that having tendency to bind up at the carbonylic carbon. Nucleophilic adhesion taking place initially. Whenever nucleophile added over the carbon, pi electrons are shifting towards the carbonylic oxygen. So whenever electrons are moving, so that you can notice the negative charge, there is the establishment of new carbon to oxygen bonding. So that here the addition product you got. Later on, hydroxide ion again having tendency to abstract this hydrogen from the hydroxy functionality. Whenever hydrogen taken as a H positive, so that bonded electrons are taken by this oxygen atom, that is acquiring this negative charge. This is said to be dianion. Always oxygen negative on the same carbon atom is highly unfavorable, being it is repulsive forces will be operated in the larger extent. Immediately it will go for the reaction with any other aldehydic compound. It is hyperreactive. So that reaction taking place with any other aldehyde, simultaneously negative charge is moving toward this side, and these electrons are taking part of the reaction with the carbon atom. Whenever this is the case, what you can notice here, the formation of carbonylic functionality, negative charge is moving back. From this side, what your the departure group will be hydrogen. This hydrogen will be departed toward this another aldehydic compound, so that within this first compound, within this first intermediate, you can notice this negative charge when back polarized, there is a formation of carbonylic functionality, and already existing O minus will be there, that remains as such. Here you removed hydrogen in addition to the bonded electrons, so that here it is said to be hydride. Hydride now behaves like a nucleophile. That hydride is going to add at the carbonylic carbon atom. Whenever hydride is adding at the carbonylic carbon, pi electrons moving toward the oxygen, so that you can notice the carbon to hydrogen new bonding, because this hydrogen is coming in its way with electrons, so that there is a new bond established between carbon to hydrogen. Whenever this bond is forming, simultaneous pi bond towards the oxygen, that is gaining negative charge. This is the way oxide. This is the compound said to be oxide. So here is the carboxylate anion, here is the alkoxide anion generated by means of the reaction between these two. When this is the case, let me treat individually. What acid catalyzed aquatic conditions should be applied in the second step, right? So that's the reason why whenever we are having alkoxide, that should be protonated from the water. Proton H positive is taken from the water, so that consequently it is transformed into alcoholic compound. One of our product got generated. Later on, whenever we are having another carboxylate, right? Again carboxylate is subjected to acid catalyzed workup. So hydronium ion, if treated, so it used to release this H positive, so that here the carboxylic acid will be generated. Another byproduct will be water. This is the way one is the alcohol, another is the carboxylic acid originated starting with the same aldehydic compound. This is termed as a Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction is accompanied by one of the oxidized product, one of the reduced product, Hence you can designate the reaction as redox, and same compound oxidized and reduced as well. Hence it is disproportionation as well. This is the way mechanism is manifested. Later on, what could be the special case, special conditions also you can notice. Researcher never end with that whatever results they got, they never satisfy with the already existing one, rather they will go for something new. That's the reason why they will explore the reaction in all possible ways. Hence, not only this aldehyde, they gone the reaction with mixture of aldehydes. One could be formaldehyde, another is benzaldehyde. This is the way both the compounds, one commonality you can notice, both are the compounds, both are the aldehydes with no alpha hydrogen. That condition must be fulfilled, so that formaldehyde and benzaldehyde, if taken for this Cannizzaro reaction under sodium hydroxide base conditions, what could be the product? Wherever you can notice aliphatic aldehyde, that got oxidized and aromatic aldehyde converted into the reduced form. Consequently, formaldehyde is giving rise to sodium formate and benzaldehyde giving rise to benzyl alcohol as the product, right? Aliphatic is oxidized, aromatic got reduced. This is the special case in case of the kind of crossed Cannizzaro reaction. Why could you say crossed Cannizzaro? We are not taking the two identical starting materials, rather we are taking mixture. Hence you can designate as a crossed Cannizzaro reaction. More reactive aldehyde will be preferentially oxidized. This is the case you can understand. So among formaldehyde and benzaldehyde, obviously formaldehyde is the reactive species, so that it will go with the oxidation process. Rather aromatic compound somewhat slow, so that it will go for the reduction reaction. This is the way it is the selective reaction. Always reactivity matters for this oxidation and reduction. More reactive will go for oxidation, so that formaldehyde will be oxidized and benzaldehyde will be reduced, right? So if another condition is taken over here, this is said to be intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction. Intramolecular in the sense within the same molecule, need not to go for mixing of two different compounds. Rather within the single compound, is it possible to achieve the same Cannizzaro reaction or not? This is the way also scientists gone with their research. That's the reason why benzene ring was taken with aldehydic functionality at the position number 1 and position number 2 as well. That is manifested as ortho-phthalaldehyde. So if you are taking carboxylic acid, that is called phthalic acid. Everybody aware about that compound. Instead of carboxylic acid, if aldehyde is there, that is designated as ortho-phthalaldehyde. So here the condition, that is lack of alpha hydrogen, got perfectly fulfilled. Now you can treat with hydroxide and followed by acid catalyzed hydrolysis process. Whenever this is the case, one of the aldehyde got oxidized, another aldehyde got reduced within the single compound. Hence you can mention it is an intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction. This is called intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction. The product obtained will be hydroxymethyl benzoic acid. This benzoic acid will be the main functionality and CH2OH will become the substitution over there. This is the way hydroxymethyl benzoic acid could be achieved by means of intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction. Let me go with another possibility of the reaction. This is the aldehyde taken in another aldehyde. Either you may take two identical or else two are different with no alpha hydrogens. Both conditions, that choice is yours. Hydroxide will be taken as a catalyst in order to facilitate this Cannizzaro reaction. Subsequently, one of the aldehyde converted into carboxylate and another aldehyde converted into alcoholic compound. This is the way mixture of products you could achieve, right? I'm taking a kind of compound called acetaldehyde. So here the condition is acetaldehyde in general contains alpha hydrogen. Actually it must go with the aldol condensation rather than Cannizzaro reaction, but still Another material whichever taken is not having alpha hydrogen, that is formaldehyde. So that this is the exception you can notice. One of the compound is not having alpha hydrogen, that's the reason why Cannizzaro reaction will be facilitated. At this condition, calcium hydroxide can be taken as the base, so that aldehydes are going with the Cannizzaro reaction. So that what happened over there? So here the carbon whichever present is added with a kind of different compound, you can notice over there. Here is the hydroxy, here is the hydroxy, here is the hydroxy, here is the kind of aldehydic functionality. So this is the way a kind of typical compound you can notice by mixing these many. Stoichiometric ratio will be 1:3. 1 acetaldehyde was taken mixed with 3 moles of formaldehyde compound, so that you can notice the typical compound over here. Trihydroxyaldehyde will be originated. This trihydroxyaldehyde, if treated with any other formaldehyde molecule, there will be a kind of tetrahydroxy compound that is most symmetric in nature. All the carbon atoms accompanied by the hydroxyl groups only. This is another typical reaction you can notice as a part of Cannizzaro reaction. And I am taking another possibility for this Cannizzaro. At the alpha position, chlorofunctionality is there, and it is said to be benzaldehyde. Orthochlorobenzaldehyde could be the starting material to be applied with the potassium hydroxide pellets. So potassium hydroxide is the base to facilitate the reaction, so that being aldehyde with the lack of alpha hydrogen, so that one of the compound will be potassium benzoate. So it could be the orthochloropotassium benzoate, and another one will be orthochlorobenzyl alcohol, mixture of two products as the part of this Cannizzaro reaction. And if simple benzaldehyde was taken in the presence of sodium benzoxide, so sodium benzoxide is the kind of strong base, right? 50 to 60 degrees centigrade for the period of 4 hours. Instead of this kind of Cannizzaro reaction, that will go for another possibility of the reaction. You can notice here is the kind of condensation taking place between this benzaldehyde and with this kind of sodium benzoxide. So here the product will be ester rather than the mixture of two products. Ester product formation is possible, being let me explain what could be the reason behind this one will be. So whenever this kind of strong base was taken, whatever products we got, one is carboxylic acid, one is alcohol, right? They further go with the dehydration. That means the next step is also accomplished, so that carboxylic acid to alcohol ester formation takes place, so that final product will be esterification. This is the way base, the type of base you are applying will decide the kind of product what we are acquiring. This is a kind of another advanced step. One more step you performed over there. After the completion of mixture of products, further step is also accompanied, that is the esterification. You got the ester as the final product, and moreover yield of the product will be high, very high, right? So this is the way another advancement you can notice by means of this Cannizzaro reaction. Let me go with the aldehyde compound which is having methoxy functionality at the ortho position. Methoxy group is located at the ortho position. Let me designate the compound orthomethoxy benzaldehyde. Being higher oxidation state get higher priority, so that orthomethoxy benzaldehyde is supposed to be treated with base catalyst. 2 molar ratio was taken over there. Obviously aldehyde will be transformed into carboxylic acid, and aldehyde also converted into a kind of alcoholic compound. This is the way mixture of two compounds you can notice without affecting the methoxy functionality. Methoxy is located at ortho, it remains as such. Only our focus upon this aldehyde where the Cannizzaro reaction will be operated. And this is another typical reaction pertaining with the Cannizzaro reaction. One is a ketonic one, another is a aldehydic one. So obviously if you compare the reactivity of aldehyde and ketone, aldehyde obviously of higher reactivity over the ketonic compound because of the steric strain. So in comparison to the ketonic compounds, most of the aldehydes are hyperreactive. That is the reason why Tollens, Fehling's, Benedict's, all these reactions, Skiff's reaction, all are positive for aldehydes but not for ketones. That is the reason why Here ketone reactivity is less in comparison to aldehyde. We need to focus on that only. And one more point you need to understand is wherever higher reactivity is there, there only oxidation taking place. Earlier we got that statement, right? So in comparison with the formaldehyde and benzaldehyde, formaldehyde is more reactive over the benzaldehyde. That's the reason why formaldehyde converted into carboxylic acid, benzaldehyde converted into alcoholic compound. Earlier example we already observed. In the same case, this is the ketone will go for the reduction process getting hydroxyl group, and aldehyde moreover higher reactive over the ketonic one. That's the reason why here is the carboxylic acid functionality. So again you can consider the reaction under intermolecular Cannizzaro reaction. That is the one point. And the second will be compatibility factor for ketone with aldehyde, where the reactivity will be more aldehyde. There only oxidation taking place and giving carboxylic acid. So less reactive ketone subsequently transformed into alcoholic one. This is the way many factors are influencing the expected product for this reaction. So that it is more interesting to explore the chemistry, right? So because the chemistry having much more wonders in order to establish, much more scope to explore as well. Applications of the Cannizzaro reaction. Used in the synthesis of alcohols and carboxylic acid. You just noticed alcohol and carboxylic acid are the final products in the Cannizzaro reaction. Key to understanding hydride transfer mechanism. Here the most important step in the Cannizzaro reaction, let me go back into the mechanistic pathway, where hydrogen is shifted from one of the intermediate to another aldehyde compound in the form of hydride. Along with the electrons, this hydrogen is shifting. That is said to be hydride ion transfer. This will be the driving force for this Cannizzaro reaction mechanism. We need to understand, we need to focus upon that point. So understanding the hydride transfer mechanistics is the most important point in this Cannizzaro reaction. Analytical chemistry to distinguish aldehydes with alpha hydrogen and without alpha hydrogen is possible by means of this Cannizzaro reaction. If alpha hydrogen is present in the aldehydic compound, the product will be aldol reaction product. If alpha hydrogens are absent in the reaction, the product will be mixture of products in accordance with the Cannizzaro reaction. This is the way in order to distinguish whether the alpha hydrogens are located within the compound or not by this Cannizzaro reaction is possible. Hence you can say it is the tool for analytical chemistry, chemical tool for the analytical chemistry, right? Intermolecular Cannizzaro reaction taken within the same compound, just like this one, just like what we are taking ketonic aldehyde. Instead of alkyl group, I am mentioning here benzene ring. So this is the kind of dicarbonyl compound. So phenyl glyoxal simply manifested as a phenyl glyoxal as the compound, so that hydroxide ion is initiating the reaction to bind up with this carbon at the carbon atom, addition taking place over there, so that oxide will be generated that used to shift the bonded electrons toward the oxygen atom, so that here you can notice positive and negative charges, polarization taking place. 1,2 hydride shift is the keys. This is the important driving force. 1,2 hydride shift. 1,2 hydride shift means from this terminal carbon atom, second carbon atom hydride ion along with the electrons, hydrogen is shifted, so that here you can notice CHO minus and here C positive O minus will be there. So this is the case will participate in a negative charge back polarization in order to satisfy two charges in the adjacent position, so that here the terminal carboxylic acid subsequent protonation taking place over there, being compared to oxide, this carboxylic acid is more acidic, right? That's why immediately release the hydrogen atom to the oxide, so that here there is a kind of proton transfer because of the acidic strength of this carboxylic acid over the oxide. That's the reason why carboxylate formed will be highly stable, being quasi-resonance operated in the carboxylate anion. That's the reason a more stable intermediate it could be. Further you can directly protonate this one, so that finally you can achieve alpha hydroxy carboxylic acid as the final product. This is the part of intermolecular Cannizzaro reaction. Within the same reaction medium, you can perform this kind of Cannizzaro reaction. So I'm taking another example. Heterocyclic ring furan was taken, and this is the aldehyde taken at the position number 3. So it is called 3-furfural. 3-furfural is treated with sodium hydroxide. This is the condition for Cannizzaro reaction, and acid catalyzed hydrolysis taking in the step number 2. So obviously carboxylic acid, aldehyde group whichever present transformed into carboxylic acid and alcohol as well, so that you can achieve mixture of two products. One is said to be furan 3-carboxylic acid, second is said to be furan 3-methyl chloride, methyl alcohol formation is possible. This is the way mixture of two products you can achieve by means of this Cannizzaro reaction. Simply, formaldehyde is also taken part of this Cannizzaro reaction, being alpha hydrogens are lacking in this starting material, and hyperreactive aldehyde it could be, and supposed to be treated with hydroxide ion, and water heating is required. Acid catalyzed hydrolysis taking place in the step number 2. So obviously the products will be mixture. So one will be a kind of methanol, another will be a kind of formic acid. So one is said to be reduced form, another is called oxidized form. This is the most interesting chemical reaction in the purview of synthetic organic chemistry. So many named reactions are present, so many explored examples we noticed along with their mechanistic pathway and application concepts also discussed for this Cannizzaro reaction. Hopefully it is worthwhile for the observation and application as well. You can subscribe the channel and share with your friends. Watch regularly World of Competitive Chemistry, so that we will get more information, more such kind of series of sessions in the coming days as well. So that this is the time to conclude the session. In the next session we are going to start with the carbylamine reaction. It is a distinguishing test for the primary amines. So this is the topic for the next session. By this we are going to conclude, and thank you for your patient listening.